So I just finished watching episode 2 of Invincible, and bro, the amount of discourse on whether this nigga Cecil is in the right or wrong needs to be studied, because goddamn, everybody's divided on this. Now don't get me wrong, I can see where Cecil's coming from, and in that respect, I can agree with him. But the problem with Cecil is, he is by definition a man that says, all the ends justify the means. No matter what I have to do, I will get shit done. And the whole point of this episode is showing parallels between Mark and a younger Cecil. Like, he used to be like Mark. He used to have values and principles that he would not waver against, no matter what the cause was. And for that, I can see how Cecil doesn't want to hurt Mark or even tries to come from a place of understanding. And bro, that's usually the problem with these kind of debates. They try to humanize Cecil, not saying that he didn't have a good reason, but you can see over the years, the man's principles just fell off. He got really into the headspace of just, you can either be a good person or the man who saves the world, but you can't be both. And that was eating at him. You can see that this man allowed people to die. Tragedies have happened under this man's hands. And he had to just harden up and realize that the world is not an unfair place. And he can't be as fair as some of these people are. And now listen, does he have a point that Mark can't really be trusted? Yeah. Has he got burned by Omni-Man before? True. Does he have to have contingency plans? Yeah. But the way he goes about it is just in such a violation of just autonomy that it gets to a point where, do you really need to go this far? Because you have to understand that before Mark got into this white room, he wasn't really threatening him. If anything, Cecil was gaslighting this man. He really brought him in here saying, are you threatening me? Mark just wanted to talk. And then once Cecil made it known that I will put you in the fucking ground if you step to me, it was basically saying that I'm superior to you. I have control over you. So you either listen, get back in line, or I'm gonna have to dispose of you. And that is the real problem. All of this is coming from the fear of Cecil not having control of his team. And it's not just Mark, it's everybody. The Guardians of the Globe, anybody that isn't under his thumb. He just has justifiable fear. The understanding that this man cannot really do shit if any of these guys go out of line. So he feels like he needs to put his foot down and show these guys that I have power over you. No matter what you think, I will have to do what I have to do. And the problem is, he doesn't really try to make them understand or anything. He doesn't explain it. He just says it how it is. And most of the time, that just brings problems. If you do not be honest with your intentions, shit like this is going to happen. Like, do you think that Cecil's going to let this shit happen? This is the worst case scenario. But he knows in this moment, he fucked up. And another great moment of this episode is the fact of how the Guardians of the Globes took this. You could see them being divided on how Cecil has acted towards them. The younger generation over here basically feeling like they're just weapons, tools to be used. He does not care about them. If he's going to do this to Mark, which he spent billions of dollars to get this man strong, what do you think he's going to do to them if they don't start, basically being good or helping him out? But then you have the older generation that's basically saying, listen, man, we're soldiers. We're just workers for him. We have to do what needs to be done. Because in the end of the day, it's about saving people. It's not about how you feel. It's not about how your rights being violated. It's about getting shit done. And bro, like, the fact that this debate can really come through and the fact that there isn't really a right or wrong answer just shows how amazing the show is, just written wise. Like, the fact that I can see from both of their sides, understandably know where they're coming from. It's just, like, I don't know how to say other than this is just peak. This is beautiful. But yeah, bro, if you want my decision, Cecil's right, but the way he does things is just so wrong. Like, it gets to a point where no matter how well the ends justify the means, you have to realize that when you have superpowered people in your team, you need to be very careful on how you do these things. And unfortunately, I just can't I can't agree with them. As much as irrational as Mark can be, he's a 19-year-old kid. This was not the best way to go through it. And goddamn, bro, like, this is only episode 2. So, shit, this season's gonna be amazing, bro. I'm gonna go watch episode 3, but shit. Cecil, man, it's crazy.